Hello everyone. I'm so excited. Thank you for coming. Good afternoon. My name is Elay Golan. For 6 years I lived in Kfar Aza. My husband Ariel was born there. Our daughter Yael was born there. We love the life in Kfar Aza. The atmosphere of togetherness, of taking care of one another. We love the community. We felt safe and we wanted to live our life there. As you saw in the video on October 7, terrorists invaded our home and our community. I won't retell the story again, but recovery has taken a long time and I will always carry scars and burns all over my body and soul. For months I hovered between life and death and I fought with everything I had inside of me to survive. On October 7, we were faced with a choice, and in a split of a second, we chose the flames and the chance to fight over giving up to them. Who would have believed that walking into the fire would be what saved our life? Who would have thought that today I was standing here speaking instead of being held in hostage in Gaza? Imagine waking up after nearly 2 months to a world that no longer looked like the one you knew, to your home and your community in ruins, to a country in pain. Imagine losing the life you built, even your ability to walk, to speak, to drink water. Imagine trying to rebuild trust with your baby daughter after she lost you for 2 months. And imagine that while you were learning how to walk, how to talk, how to move your fingers, you discover that people you loved were murdered. That others are still held captive in darkness. That you survived while they did not. Ariel and I tried to make sense of why we survived when loved ones didn't. The only thing that we can think is that we survived because of Yael. We survived for Yael. She was our strength to fight against all odds. We were alive today because we knew that we had to do whatever we could to ensure Yael has a future. Yael, our daughter, was our strength. And what October 7 has shown us is how a child can be the most meaningful part of your life, how they change everything, and how they give you the power to overcome anything. And that is one part of the reason why I'm here speaking to you, to give you that reason, to give you that strength. I carry deep guilt that I'm alive, that I'm here speaking to you while so many others are still trapped. We were just taken away from being among them. My daughter just second from being taken. So today, I stand here for all of them, for my kibbutz, for my friends who were murdered, for who were injured, for those who were kidnapped. And despite of everything, hope died last. Hope to raise from the ashes. Hope to raise a child in love despite of everything. Hope to fight every single morning for our sister and brother still held in tunnels. They took everything from us. We will not let them take our hope. One of my greatest dreams was to become a surrogate mother. Because to me, there is no greater privilege than helping someone else become a parent. But due to the damage to my body and the complication from my injury, I will not be able to fulfill this dream. In fact, I consider a high-risk pregnancy, and it was a small miracle that I was able to carry my own miracle, our son Iftach, who was born 7 months ago. Iftach is our ray of light in the darkness. Yael help us to survive October 7, and Iftach reminds us to keep on living. So I can't be a surrogate, and instead I see it as my privilege to stand here and speak, because maybe in some small way this is too how I help bring life into this world, by reminding you all how precious a Jewish life really is, and by helping you to raise enough money to help 150 families to their dreams of having children. I'm honored to be here and give you hope and the power to overcome struggles. As we see since October 7, the main difference between us to terrorists is despite of everything, the harm, the pain, the unimaginable loss, we are one people, one community. The power of the Jewish community is that we still choose life. When I heard of AJFN a few months ago, I was amazed that such a special Jewish community exists in Australia, that stands shoulder to shoulder with each other, helping others to bring Jewish life and truly building Am Yisrael. Little did Ariel and I knew that we actually have friends who were helped by the AJFN. And it wasn't until we came to Australia that we realized the connection. Because of AJFN, they now have a beautiful, beautiful child. As Jewish, we have learned that we must support one another in every way possible. Since we have been in Australia, we have seen it's not only been tough for Israel, but it's been difficult for you too. We know right now, being Jewish in Australia feels especially heavy. There is so much darkness on social media, in the news, on Harbour Bridge, outside of art galleries and other venues. It reminds us how fragile our place in the world is. But in these dark days and challenging times, we do what Jewish have always done. We focus on bringing light. And that is what you are all doing here today, showing us to support the Australian Jewish Community Fertility Network. Your presence means you choose light over darkness. And with that, you choose life. And today, it's all about helping the AJFN support the 100 families with waiting for hope, waiting for healing, for children, for their own lives. We are here to give strength, to help, to live life fully, to spread love, and to stand together, and to bring light to this world. Thank you so much.